things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Penn State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's good. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself.
Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Shoots it to the left. That's reeled in. It's Hart. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Direct snap. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's good. It's complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on...
Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. To throw, it's good. Grab near the marker, it's Kitchings. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Trying to barge their way in, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. He's going to run it. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle. He found the hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long,
and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's good. Pressure coming. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane,
touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off midway or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Going to swing it on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback gets past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Still on his feet at the 35. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Matthews. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's good. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Gives it on the option. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Sends it back in motion. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Then so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They go to the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the... It's first down. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Barmore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Third down play from the gun. Caught close to the marker, it's Hart. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fights off a defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give on the option. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. At the 45 on its way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Slithers into space. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance.
There he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Louisville may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Let's go! Looking downfield on first down. Basic connection. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pulls and fires complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He unleashes a long one. Makes a grab right down the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
A strike downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got him downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And when you're the defensive side of the football right now, at this point in the game, you know the game's over, that they run the football. Listen, you're trying to still compete. You're putting other guys in the football game. This is our standard. We're not giving up yards. We're not going to let them break tackles. And I think the defensive coordinator finally has something to complain about.
And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Connection to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it.
Unleashes one deep. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalries